Hey guys, welcome to our channel. In this video, you will learn on how to use the extranet booking.com. So, the very first thing that we should do here before we sign up for an account is we have to open any of our web browser, and then using the search bar at the top, we just have to search for extranetbooking.com. All right, and then you have this first website right here, so simply click on this one. Okay, so after that, you just have to sign in to manage your property. You can also create an account using your existing booking.com account. All right, so after creating your account, you will be redirected to this section. Now, right here on your group homepage, you'll be able to see here all of your properties on booking.com. That's right, and then you have here your reservations, all of the bookings that you have received. So here on the reservation sections, you would be able to see here all of the reservations that you have received, then the reviews from your previous clients, your finance, your bulk editing, your group opportunity center, and the market insights. But yeah, let's just focus on how we can list our very first property. So to do that, you just have to click on this add new property option at the top right of your screen. Okay, so we also have the homes, hotel, B&Bs, and more, and the alternative places. So for this one, you're just going to focus on the apartment for the quick start. So click on the list your property. Then how many apartments are you listing? So yeah, I'm just going to select the one apartment for now, and then click on continue. Then here, one apartment where guests can book the entire place. So yeah, if you want to make any changes, you just simply select this one. Okay, so I'm just going to go back here, then click on continue. All right, if you're good to go, just simply click on the continue option. Now here, where else is your property listed? So if you listed your property already on Airbnb, so you just have to select this one so that you can speed up your registration by importing it directly to booking.com. So since I don't have any property listed in any of the websites, so I'm just going to select the last option and then click on continue. And then here, of course, the name of your property. So for example, we are going to name this one as Garden. Okay, and then click on continue. Now here, you just have to start typing out your address. So for example, Manila, Philippines, and then your city, and then your zip code. Okay, and then click on continue after that. Okay, so now right here, if you want to connect to a channel manager, so you just have to select yes, but if you won't be using a channel manager at the time, so select the no option. And then click on continue after that. Now here for the property details. So here, where can people sleep? So of course on bedroom 1, how many beds? So we also have the twin beds for this one, or the queen beds. Okay, so I'm just going to click on save, and then if you would like to add more bedrooms, so select this one. It depends on your apartment. Then how many guests can stay? So I'm just going to type out yes, and how many bathrooms are there? So we have 2, and then if you allow children, of course, and if you're offering cribs, so select yes. How many cribs you have, and how much does a crib cost per night? And then click on continue. For the apartment size, this one is optional, so I'm just going to skip that part. Okay, now what else guests can use in your place? So we have air condition and free Wi-Fi. For cooking, of course, we have kitchen, flat screen TV, and a sauna. Okay, so for the outside view, we have a terrace, and then click on continue. Now for the services of your property, so if you are serving guest breakfast, so select yes. And then for the parking, so we have but paid, so per day maybe around 200 pesos. All right, and then click on continue. Now what languages do you or your staff speak? So I'm just going to select English and Filipino. So click on continue after that. Okay, so right here for your house rules, so if this one allowed smoking, so toggle the switch on for this one. and parties and events as well are allowed. And then do you allow pets? So yes. And then for the check-in time, so we have 3 p.m. until 6 p.m. For the checkout, we have 8 a.m. to 11 a.m. Then click on continue. Now for the host profile, so you can help your listing and stand out telling potential guests a little more about yourself. So I'm just going to select the last option, then click on continue. So here you can upload at least 5 photos of your property. So the more you upload, the more likely you are to get bookings. So you can add more later if you want to. So let me just upload here random photos. All right. Okay, so after uploading your photos, you just have to click on the continue option at the bottom. Right. Now the next thing is the pricing of the calendar and how you receive your bookings. So you're just going to select this all guests can book instantly and then click on continue. Now for the payments, how can your guests pay for their stay? So yeah, we have online that how payments by booking.com work. So you can read this instructions right here or guide and then click on continue. Now for the price per night, so maybe around 4,000 pesos and then click on continue. All right, and then for your rate plans, so we have standard rate plan. We also have the price per group per size, prices and age group. We also have non-refundable rate plan for price and cancellation policy, and all of those important rate plans. And then click on continue. Then for the availability, what's the first date when guests can book? So as soon as possible. And how would you like to open updates for bookings? So yeah, we have 365 days. And if you want to sync your availability with other website, so yeah, you're just going to import that one. Then if you want to allow 30 plus night stays, you just have to click on yes. I'm just going to click no and then click on continue. So now right here for the legal info, to comply with the various legal and regulatory requirements, they need to collect and verify some info about you and your property. You just have to select your option and then click on this option right here. So you just have to provide the full names and dates of birth. So for example, you're just going to type it right here, Koi, and last name is Wok. And then for the day, we have 8 and 21 and year 2001. Okay, and then click on continue after that. Okay, so lastly is you just have to answer this question, and then you just have to add your personal information of the contracting party. After that, you can now click on the open for bookings option. So your clients can now start booking to your property. So that's it for this video. If you think this video helped you solve a concern, please subscribe, like this video, and leave your comment below. Bye.